Hello there my fellow holotable heroes, and welcome to another Conquest video guide. You will be able to find this and all my other Conquest guides on my SWGOH of Life website, so if you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. There'll be a link in the description below. And this one I'll be playing through Sector 3, just showing you some of the teams that I use to get good progress towards all these sector as well as global feats. I'll do, as always, separate video for the mini boss and final boss here for Sector 3, so be on the lookout for that. It will be coming out shortly after this one. Okay, so let's kick off the video as always by reviewing what feats we actually have to do here in Sector 3. So we have to win 14 battles with a full squad of Tuskens, then gain critical chance up 40 times, gain hit 100 times. So hit, this is buff that can only be gained by Paz, so whether it's low gear or not, we'll have to make it work. And then finally, attempt to inflict Daze 100 times. Plenty teams that can do Daze that I'll show you actually right in the beginning of the video. Let's just start knocking out the Daze teams. So whenever you see an Empire team on the enemy side, Raddus is usually a good one to go up against, because from his leadership, whenever Empire enemies gain bonus turn meter, they will get unresistible Daze. So you can get quite a few Dazes just with him leadership. Like even if he's low gear, you can just put him in the lead and then throw in like Han and Chewie or whatever. You can just burn for these guys. His leadership will still do the work for you, landing Daze on these guys. As you can see, keeping these guys under control, no issues whatsoever. Download progress complete, job done. And moving on to another rebel squad. Remember, we had the global feat with rebel squad, so the more rebel squads we put together, the better. It's a CLS squad, but this one we will be putting Captain Han, because on his basic he can land a Daze. And then as well, Princess Leia is in there for critical chance up, because on her basic she will be granting critical chance up to all allies. So she should really speed up your process of critical chance up. Now, with the Star Killer, they're immune to Daze, so I'm not sure if actually Daze counts if because they're immune to it or not, but I'm just highlighting the team for you, so maybe not use it versus Star Killer. Then we've got the global Ewoks feat as well, and here Logre's got a Daze, and they're thinking Weakhead and Nisa, they have critical chance up as well. So, you know, getting more feats done here, sector and global in one battle. I was worried taking in my Ewoks there. Nisa, being Relic 7, looks like she got mark on her, so she was able to tank a few hits. And then as soon as we get going, Ruthless Swiftness really pushing turn meter to our guys. And I was actually able to keep everybody alive. Then we've got the global Veers and Piet feat. So let's throw troopers in here. Now the Death Trooper, he's got a Daze on his basic. He will be also double tapping rebels. And then Piet's got an AoE Daze, and as well Gideon, after a couple of turns, right, he gets an AoE Daze as well. So let's go ahead, mark here Veers, so he's called to assist, so he can take out a few guys. Sure, just give me that one. Let's go ahead, put damage on somebody else. Okay, resisted Daze, but doesn't matter, resist or not, it still counts. Let's go ahead, unload an AoE, get more Daze on the board, and also get some Veers and Piet kills in the process. So, you know, it's kind of 2-in-1 here team really for you. And of course, Stark there for critical chance up. And another rebel squad, if you do have Phoenix, these guys can do some nice damage here as well. Captain Rex, right, he's got an AoE Daze. Oh. Okay, note to all of you out there, Gear 12 Zeb will not survive a rocket hit from Django, but the remaining guys can carry this, no problems whatsoever. Just, you know, trying to stall the battle so you can maybe get another AoE Daze out there if you can. There we go. So Phoenix, a good rebel squad also. And then this one here, Bad Batch as well is very good, because obviously we've got Echo there with a Daze, AoE Daze. Shakti's there a little bit for the bonus turn meter gain. Unfortunately, this is versus Jungle Lead, so he just applied burning, so it stopped bonus turn meter gains. I got ability blocked by then Boba, so it took a while before I was actually able to get something going. There we go, finally getting out the Daze, and now we can just go ahead, finish off these guys with another AoE coming in from Wrecker. Jungle got back, fine, let's just go ahead, I don't know, just, yeah, basic, there we go. Bad Batch, nice team for Daze. And then we got John Skywalker, he's got an AoE as well with the Daze, so help you with that also. But General Skywalker mirror match is not, I guess, the best example of the AoE Daze, because yeah, guess for some reason just never, my guess never got a turn. It was so funny. Everybody else was getting a turn, just he was left standing there. There we go. Finally got there an AoE Daze out. There's only 3 targets at this point, but it doesn't matter. And I'm just to finish off there, General Skywalker, and down he goes. And moving on, we've got now kind of a combination team here. We got Paz in there for the heat. So the way he gains heat, he starts off with, it was like 3 stacks of heat or something to begin with, and then on his basic he gains heat, and one of his special as well gives him heat, but he can only gain up to 10, so he can only get 10 per battle from what I understand. And we'll be utilizing the Jedi Master Luke Cheese team here, then bringing Jedi Knight Anakin, he's got an AoE with critical chance up, and then bringing Ki-Adi-Mundi because he's got a Daze as well on one of his abilities, so just kind of like try to do multiple things here at the same time. If you don't have Volunteer Vanguard in place of Shakti, just throw in Watts, so you get a taunt over there. So in this particular case, I will just Daze Canderous, just stop him. You can see, there we go, calling pass for assist. He's got 6, he's got now 9 stacks of hit already. Now if you're using Ki-Adi-Mundi for the Daze, his special ability inflicts armor shred when he's in offensive stance. So if you switch formation, now this ability here will actually land Dazed. Of course all resisted it, but it will still count. And then we pass, he's got, you know, 10 stacks already. As you can see, he cannot gain more. So we just have to now go ahead, finish off the battle. I was trying like to stall here, see if I can still do another Daze here with Ki-Adi-Mundi, another AoE there with Anakin, but this stalling there cost me a 3-star victory because my 4-star gear 11 pass just didn't survive. Now another fun team to use here is Maul and Watt combo with Mandalorians, throwing Bo-Katan, she's got an AoE Daze as well, and then Paz for the heat. So most of my heat feat I actually just done with this team. I was just flying through, landing, you know, most of the Daze and heat feat I've done just with this team. But anyway, we give a tag there which triggers Frenzy. Okay, now we go, let's dish out another tag. So now Maul gets a turn so he can get to work. Now we go, Paz being a Mandalorian is called to assist, so he should get to 10 stacks. There we go, perfect. Let's land the Daze as well with Bo-Katan. Just reading what these abilities do. Okay, as soon as these guys get... Oh, never mind. They died off there from damage over times, it seems. Now, same as the previous sectors, we actually have some new bonus Datacron nodes. So let's just go ahead and see what we've got here. So the first one just looks like is the standard Night Sister node we had before with their standard modifier and the standard Mark 1 and Mark 2 materials for your Datacrons. And then the bonus one has got Nude Separatist, only over prepared 1, level 1, so they shouldn't be too fast. So hopefully you can get something done. And then, you know, just, I guess, smaller rewards as the main one, but at least something if you want to farm this. So let's go ahead and knock out Night Sisters first so I can get to Nude. So this is maybe a good spot to throw your Tuskens in there if you have them relicked up. They should be able to eventually get going, I think. It took a while for me. Marin is really being a pain with constant cleansing and things like that. But as soon as when Marin went down, I was able to get something going. There we go. Finally getting some turns in. Get Talzin out. Start working on a Saj there. Sure, let's go ahead. Take her down. And boom, down she goes. There you go. That's how I got my couple of Tusken battles that done in this sector, because you remember we have 14 battles to do with Tuskens. And finally we've got Mandalorians. Obviously it's a good one for Paz. He's giving out heat, then Bo-Katan for the Daze. But for the global light side Mandalorian feat, everybody have to survive. So what I had to do in order for my guys to survive is make Bo-Katan to be the tankiest, because armor she was by default tankiest and she would get Voluntary Vanguard, but she is not a scoundrel, and neither is Paz. So Beskar Mandalorian can't save them with his damage immunity. That's why if you made Bo-Katan, so I just removed a couple of mods from armor so that Bo-Katan was tankier, and then she got voluntary vanguard, and then Beskar Mando can put damage immunity on her, and you know, you are good to go from there. Okay, so you can see, also I noticed that armor elite seems to be better just because of that bonus protection over bow for everybody to survive. So you can see we can take a few hits here. Okay, Bo-Katan tanking so far. Okay, here we go. Here's our bonus turn. Let's go ahead and drop the damage immunity over on bow. Let's go ahead and nuke B2 out with a mass assist from armor. There we go, down she goes. Perfect. Let's go ahead and land the Daze with bow. Sure, just give me another AoE here. And I'm going to go ahead 3 stacks of Beskar over on bow, so she won't be able to be critically hit. She's counter-attacking, and then whenever you attack out of turn with her unique, you're recovering some health and protection. So it's pretty easy here to survive. So if nothing else, you can also farm your Mandalorian kills here as well. Solid Mandalorian battles on this one as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and review the progress I made after playing through Sector 3. So similar like in Sector 2, just one more feat to go. Everything else done, critical chance up done, heat done, as well as Daze done while I was playing through, mostly with that Maul team that I showed you. So just have to go back, keep working on my Tusken, their battles every day, and farm some Datacron materials in the process. Alright guys, hopefully you find this video useful and helpful, and I'll see you in mini boss and final boss video shortly. But until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.